My name is Irina. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to knit two sleeves together on one circular needle using magic loop. This method guarantees perfectly symmetrical sleeves every time, and I'll share lots of tips along the way. Let's get started. Here I have 14 centimeters, and at the same point on the other side also 14 centimeters. They're also the same length and density. So regardless of my mood or other changes, I have peace of mind that I won't end up with two different sleeves, which has happened to me more than once. I prefer knitting the sleeves before the body for two reasons. First, it's easier to turn the work around without the bulk of the body. Second, if I have limited yarn, I ensure the sleeves are finished first, because I can shorten the body if needed, but not the sleeves. After I finished the yoke, I separated the sleeves, then worked several rounds of the body and left those stitches on a cable with two stoppers. This is the yarn tail from the end of the ball. Then I worked several rounds of each sleeve separately. I first completed the seamless underarms, closing the gaps on both sides, made the first symmetrical decreases, worked several rounds plus one round with decreases near the marker. Now it's a good time to start knitting both sleeves together on one circular needle. I'm placing both sleeves like this to show how it works. Both sleeves are identical, each has 6 full rounds, plus a quarter of a round to this point. This is the working yarn for this sleeve. The other sleeve is the same, 6 full rounds plus a quarter of a round. This is its working yarn. Now I'll knit both sleeves together on one long circular needle using the magic loop technique. The length of the needle includes circumference of two sleeves plus the loop and plus two tips. I'm using a mini cable that is very thin and soft, so my magic loop can be smaller. But if you have a regular cable like this one, a very small loop can stretch the stitches at the changeover point. I recommend a larger loop, about 20 centimeters total. For needle length, with a soft cable, I use about 114 centimeters or 45 inches. With a regular cable, I would recommend to use 125 centimeters, 50 inches, or even longer. I'll start knitting the first sleeve from here to here, using its yarn. Then I'll knit the second sleeve from here using its yarn. This is the changeover point in the magic loop. Then I'll turn and knit back to here. I'll leave the second sleeve's yarn, pick up the first sleeve's yarn from here, and continue this side to here. Now I turn my work around because I'm going to start from here. First, I replace this stopper with a needle tip. This is a left-hand tip. So for my left hand, I will have a tip, but we'll keep the stopper here. Now I begin to use the long circular needle. For the first couple of stitches, I make sure to not leave them too loose or too tight. And I will knit until this point. Last few stitches. I finished this side of the first sleeve. I temporarily place a protector on this tip, and now I will begin working on the second sleeve. First, I replace the left-hand stopper with the tip. Now, the most important thing is to leave the yarn of the first sleeve and make sure that I'll knit this sleeve with its own yarn, so that I don't accidentally knit both sleeves from the same ball. I'm removing the tip protector and continue with the second sleeve. I turn the stitches to face me to prevent stretching. Slightly tighten the first stitches to avoid baggy stitches, and continue this sleeve until the end of this side. Last couple of stitches. And now the half of the sleeve is on the new cable, and the half of the first sleeve is on the new cable, and there is a breach in between the sleeves. I'm going to turn my work around to knit the other side. Here I turn the work around and will continue the sleeve. Again, I turn the stitches to face me to avoid stretching my work. First stitch, I make sure not to make it loose, and continue knitting until the end of this side. I finished the first sleeve and I'm starting the second one. It's important to continue with the yarn of the second sleeve, leaving the yarn of the first sleeve behind. Also important, don't cross this cable. The cable sections on both sides have to be parallel to each other, not crossed. Now I turn the stitches to face me and move them closer to the tip to prevent stretching. I slightly tighten the first stitch to avoid it looking baggy, then continue until the end of the round. Here is the result. Both sleeves are on one circular needle with a bridge in between. Here are some tips and details. Transitioning between the sleeves. This is the area between the sleeves. I turn my work so that the stitches are facing me to prevent stretching. Bring the stitches closer to the tip. Check that I use the yarn of this sleeve, that I left behind the yarn of the other sleeve. The last stitch here can be a bit stretched, so I tug the working yarn gently to correct its size. I hold the cable like this to keep the stitches facing me and make sure that I go into the first stitch above this cable, not below. If you go below, you'll cross over the cable. I knit the first stitch and slightly tug the working yarn to avoid a baggy stitch. Knit the second stitch and also slightly tighten. Keep the stitches closer to the tip to prevent stretching. Knit 3 more stitches. And now I can remove this loop. Simply pull the cable a little to straighten it. And I have 2 parallel lines. This is the area between the sleeves. The stitches look neat, with no baggy or uneven areas. The other sleeve too. All the stitches are uniform. Tracking the rounds. It's important to remember that we have 2 markers of the beginning of the round, because we have 2 sleeves. So we need to remember to change the number each time we pass both markers. Here I have 25 rounds and here 24. And before I continue, I change it also to 25 and continue knitting. About the decrease markers. When I knit 2 sleeves together, I place the decrease markers on both sleeves. So that in case there is a mistake and I need to unravel, I'll know until which round I need to unravel. A couple of words about switching sides with magic loop. So I have worked till the end on this side. This is the right hand tip and this is the left hand tip. To continue, I pull the left hand tip in by tugging the cable at the back, so that the left hand tip goes in like this. Then I turn my work around pull out the right hand tip, leaving a small loop on the opposite side. Bring the stitches closer to the tip to prevent stretching. And continue with the magic loop. This is the changeover point. I again straighten the stitches to face me, hold the cable with my thumb like this, and check that the last stitch is not stretched. I knit the first stitch and slightly tighten. This keeps the stitches uniform. Let's check after a few rounds. The stitches look neat, with no baggy or uneven areas. To continue, I place these 2 ends together like this and pull out the magic loop somewhere here. Magic loop placement and adjustment. When I do magic loop, I position the loops of the magic loop on the sides of my sleeves, like this. You can optionally place the loops the other way, from here to here. So the sleeves fold like this. Personally, I prefer the side-by-side method so that I can see the markers and the decreases clearly. But because we make regular decreases on these halves, they gradually get smaller, while the other halves stay the same. That's why we see this difference. Which can cause stretching at the stitch. But there is an easy fix. I first pull the cable in like this, then place these stitches together, making sure both sides of the sleeve are equal length, and simply move the magic loop to a new position. For the other sleeve, we can see this side is also a few stitches larger. I can't change anything here, but on this side, I can either wait until the loop is naturally here, or pull the cable out somewhere here to move the loop to a new location. Like this. Now both sides of the sleeve are even. I repeat this every few rounds to avoid straining the stitches in this area. Even with both sleeves on one circular needle, I can still try it on. It's most convenient after passing the elbows or at any point if I add a cable extension. And that's how I knit two sleeves together using magic loop. This method ensures perfectly symmetrical sleeves every time. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Happy knitting and see you next time!